Kokomi launch agitation at Haptakang Jebung ahead of Sangay Festival set to begin tomorrow. Internally displaced persons, a stage-wide sit-in protest will call to boycott Sangay Festival. RSS Chief Mohan Bhagavat arrives in Imphal on 3-day visit. Good evening. You're watching Istv English News at 8. Opposing the Sangay Festival that is set to begin from tomorrow, a large number of people stormed the venue at Haptakang Jebung. People coming from different directions reached till the gate of Haptakang Jebung and clashed with police who were blocking them from reaching the venue. Police fired tear gas rounds and lathi charge in an effort to disperse the crowd. Speaking in connection, convener of Kokomi Kuraija Matoba said now is not the time for organizing festivals. He criticized the move, stating that it is unreasonable to organize festivals before free movement is restored on the national highways, resettlement is provided to IDPs in relief camps, and illegal immigrants attempting to undermine the integrity of the state are properly identified. Meanwhile, in a press release, Kokomi strongly condemned what it called brutal and unprovoked actions by security forces against peaceful protesters at Haptakang Jebung today. Kokomi said several individuals, including women and displaced persons, were reportedly injured during the confrontation. The committee also alleged that its IPR convener Laikram Jayanta and volunteer Samurai Latpam Devdatta were manhandled. Calling the festival an anti-people move under President's rule, Kokomi criticized the governor-led administration for pushing ahead with an extravagant tourism event while thousands of citizens remain displaced and normalcy is yet to be restored in the state. The committee questioned the relevance of holding the festival when many people still cannot return home or exercise their basic rights. It accused the administration of prioritizing a promotional event over urgent humanitarian and security concerns. Kokomi reiterated that fundamental rights, free movement and the safe return of IDPs must take precedence. It demanded an end to what it described as coercion and the suppression of civilian voices.
Mind the sentiment of the people. Our priority is not Sangay Festival. Our priority is to ensure to restore our fundamental rights. Our priority is to make the IDP return to their home safely. Our priority is to open the highway and let the people move freely. All these priorities have been undermined, and the government, the President Rule Administration has, given priority to organizing such kind of festival which is not related with the people of Manipur. And if the government still don't want to change it, it is going to be very unfortunate. And we are not going to turn back. We are not going to turn back.
Sanakonung Angom Ningtho Angom Poiraiton informed that Office of Rajya Sabha MP Lesembasana Chauba has lodged a formal complaint with the Governor of Manipur against IGP Themting Ngasangwa for allegedly entering the Royal Palace complex forcibly today and threatening security personnel posted at the MP's residence. In a press meet held at Sanakonung, Poiraiton said the IGP allegedly barged inside the residential compound, accusing the MP of sheltering internally displaced persons, IDPs. The complaint claims the officer also threatened to file an FIR against the security guards for allowing such activities. Describing the behavior as unruly and threatening, he said the incident caused distress among the personnel stationed at the palace. He emphasized that the MP's residence is not just a private residence, but the historic Royal Palace, a sacred and culturally significant site for the people of Manipur, and alleges that the forced entry amounts to disrespect and a sacrilege towards traditional authority. He urged the governor to initiate immediate disciplinary action, including placing the IGP under suspension.
IPS officer Tintina Maram Sadana Masi Sangai Festival Gamari Lena IDP Singa Munabagi Toto Amada Sanakununga get Tinduna Yam the loser the Bamonda Lamdamasi Biriba Puru Kudimanga Ikai Kum Navagalina Apantang Baget Balon Humsubati like a Katun Sangliba Barat Ladiba Kununmayam Loin Sigro Matunga Hingoin and Ladiba Iram the Masiki Kangle Pagasigi Sanakununga Yamna Taxikasi Yaudana Nangma Habi Monda Illaga Namkairaga Sanglaga Layram Liba, Yosingu, Sipicing, Loina Labor Mayambo, a fair Pangani Haidana, Tankatorambasi, Sanakunungi, Maikidigi, Akal Namo, the condemned Doi, Manipuri, Governor Su, Saba, IPS officer Sigi Matakta, Excel Lokat Pu, Haina, Sanakuning, Maikidigi, a bill to Jenny. Otherwise, Yamna and White of the into Mafamda, IDP sing a lagi, Hutori Base, Mafam Sidigi, Sanakunung, Digi Tolokpani, Sanakunung, Zangi, Aina Sasto, Sanakunung, Yabangam Loy.
On the other hand, staffs of Dr. Khushbu Dental Clinic located at Pureiromba Market, Konumamang, have alleged that police personnel deployed for crowd control during today's agitation forcibly entered the clinic and physically assaulted a doctor on duty. According to a staff member, a woman police personnel allegedly grabbed the doctor by the collar and attempted to snatch her mobile phone, despite the doctor repeatedly identifying herself as a medical professional. The staff expressed a deep concern and distress over the incident, stating that the assault continued even after the doctor's identity was made clear.
Direct lady doctor ne na hi na ne sumaina mi ge khori ge si collar je pairaga namjal lakpane ba doctor ne na jo direct hairabani adu daidi akhoi si staff ne akhoi si direct mapudu na lonjalona hairaktabagi akhoi ngaraga leibane ba adai akhoi inform gi tawgrabane ba adu tawgena tongnari kanda gari ju inkhanari kamdu dane ba direct moina protester ne na hoi malamba budi ya do tarju doctor ne na di hainari ba adu degi sumaina tawrakpane ba sina
yumna phone tawjegi tawre mana sumaina pairaga namakpane ba iona stage khoi di gari da pairaga khoi thawjarage tawjarabane ba
chatlage ba haine ba aduga adum khangbi daga adum namjalakpine ba moina taise hojiki police masaduna na tabida atopa magi lakminaba partner sing haigadra moi gaina ju phone ji mullamne ba khoi kanna pai horaga sida phone do tarakpadegi khun ka dawbane ba Yung mi do phone tawge tawne tan jalu da ID suffocate or ke ma wonder ke tawe ko.
President of Khwairamba Nupi Kaithal Sinpham Amadi Saktam Kanbaluk Khetrimiyum Santi told media persons that it would be far more meaningful if the funds sanctioned for the Sangai festival were instead used to support the IDPs. She said there is no purpose in celebrating the festival while the displaced people have yet to return to their homes. Women vendors of the Khwairamba Ima Market also launched a protest holding banners and placards with messages such as "We boycott Sangai Festival 2025, free movement first, then tourism, right to life cannot be exchanged with Sangai Festival, and the people of Manipur do not want Sangai Festival right now," among others. Speaking further, Khetrimiyum Santi condemned the misuse of power by the present PR government for preparing to celebrate the Sangai Festival amid the prevailing crisis in the state. She highlighted the dire conditions in which IDP families are living, cramped crammed together in a single congested room. She also pointed out that the free movement along the national highways has still not been restored and questioned how the Sangay Festival could be organized under such circumstances. She said the celebration appears to be an attempt to project a false image of peace and normalcy to the outside world, while the ground reality is far from it.
Sangay Festival pangthoga Manipur da santi leire ing tappe haiba yana na ba jaga mena walgi mafam punamung ta sandong na ba aikoi gi Manipur da irang leitre haiba du takna na ba sinmani haidana aikoi kaithen phamjari ba imai bel sing kaisu khangjadra ba aikoi na thamoi sengna mase aikoi yaningde maram aduna Sangay Festival pangthokpa da changga da ba paisa khar singdo IDP sing da thada biyo ba du saru adu da tinghan ga da ba paisa do aduna moina aikoi parja sing je kaisum ta khangda ba Manipur da leiri ba akoi civil society organization singna tawba yaroena lecture ga su moi nanam dana pangthokani na khaliba thabak che masi pangthokpadi angambani na ngangini adubu koi kanglai paks da leiri bai rei cha singna myam punamaki thamoi da tawriba thabak ase asigumba lalong ama sillaga akoi bu apangba tahan bani haibu wakhalun do thamoi da thamaga akoi punamak Sangay Festival is saruk ja gunsi haiba ai myam da paujil tu pijari.
Internally displaced persons, IDPs, have boycotted the Manipur Sangay Festival, which is commencing from tomorrow, by staging sit-in protest at different relief camps. The IDPs have announced earlier that they will not participate in the Sangay Festival. During the sit-in protest, the displaced people have vowed not to participate in any festival organized by the state government except for religious festival. They also rued over the government's inaction in arranging for resettlement for the IDPs who have been seeking shelters in relief camps for over 2 years. An IDP from Moray named Kurajam Khamba, who was taking part in the sit-in protest held at Akampat Ideal High School, told media persons that the government should prioritize the resettlement and rehabilitation of IDPs before organizing such large-scale event. He also criticized the government's decision to allot stalls to selected IDPs for the Sangay Festival, calling it a divisive tactic. He said none of the IDPs should take part in the Sangay Festival, which is set to begin from tomorrow.
Akoi na sesida sanga loibugum likem na namjan biraga sanga in hena lumno na khalak pasidi akoi taseng nuaite lairiba people sanga ga khoi ga pa na ba kan dadi akoi na khana sagi yum diga hana lairo mutum da sanga sila do ko na kuma kan mina se sila akoi sanga da jani akoi gi mafam jida moi woram tar ga di festival je ta hon gadra yaw ga likem da lairiba akoi hana yum da sambiro adugi matung da government na any silakpa Tabak Torong Kudimakta, Akoi Haro Surya Zage, Adu Natribogdi, Akoina Relikem the Lady Bogdi, Gomene, and Isilakpa, Festival Kudima, Akoi Surya.
An IDP named KH Nabachandra, who participated in the protest at Lamboy Kongnang Kong alongside displaced persons from various locations, said it was unfortunate that the present PR government appears to prioritize the Sangay Festival over the lives and welfare of the people. He said that they are still unable to travel through areas such as Sekmai, Palel and Kangwai and remain confined within just a few kilometers. He added that merely because gunfire has ceased, some people assume the conflict has subsided and have begun expressing happiness and celebrating, while IDPs continue to suffer, broken, hopeless, and unable to return to their homes. He urged the government to restore free movement and ensure the safe return of all displaced families.
Matungda akusi yauna sangai kan minasi aduga festival si tausi akugi lebaki mingchat puraksi akoi madada punamona support taujage adabu ngasigi tawriba sidi akoi yan pende masida akoi support taujaroi akoi namasida yaujaroi kariguma gomena tawningba torbasu akoi aduge mayok ta akoi ngasi sudum leptan lejagani.
Endorsing the protest, IDPs of Langol Alternate Housing Complex staged a sit-in at the complex premises. The protest displayed several placards which read, "We boycott Sangay Festival 2025, free movement first, then tourism, and right to life cannot be exchanged with Sangay Festival, among others. Moirangthem Asharani, an IDP, spoke to media and appealed for prioritizing crisis resolution and resettlement before organizing the Sangay Festival.
Sangay Festival je thingaga hayeng haktan mai moi sangadra na khanbiram basu hangningba question sum yam leiramgani ba adubu akhoina haijabadi akhoina ngasi thingaga hayeng changni haiba walte ba hogji ki leiriba waroi sinje poroktana Sangay Festival sidi mathang sahi tarasu yai Manipur government na IDP singi damakta lakhali ba khongthang de karimata mai ma kaida hanjanbagi wa di kaimta khanna bidraga ngasi akhoibu mafam sida Sangay Festival ne hina saungna lumna larokba akhoigi chaiba mai sibudi akhoina chaiba akhoina nungaita basidi moi myam na amta khanbidaba ngasi akhoina mafam sida leirakbada adu imatik akoi awa haibadu mayok naiba akoi jama mafam sida migi minai oibani khangde chinju bara yon bani khangde akoi hingba ngamna bona gi badi aiba tungi generation lamak tang de kamina se haiba gi dam tang asi akoi na yumda change haiba se Manipur da leibiri batam paki miwai sing amuk tang gyam tana khanda bire haraga IDP sing thingai ba khongthang sida amuk tang mateng bang biu haraga sim tang dai mayam dang tang dini jage.
Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh RSS Chief Mohan Bhagawat has arrived at Imphal today, his first visit to the state since ethnic conflict erupted in May 2023. During the visit, he is expected to interact with various community organizations and stakeholders in what is being seen as an attempt to bring solution to the Manipur conflict. He is also scheduled to meet the leaders and top officials of the state. Advisor of Peace Committee Kanglei Park Manipur PCKM RK Sanayama alias Meghan has emphasized on the importance of understanding societal and family values in order to prevent the rising cases of domestic violence and drug menace. He was speaking to media on the sidelines of extending support aid to the surviving family members of late Soibam Ningol Moirangthem Ongbi Ichan alias Amusana of Kumbi Setupur Mamang Laikai, who passed away in an unfortunate incident on November 9. In his statement, Meghan said it is time for people to raise a collective voice to prevent such untoward incident in the society. Meghan was accompanied by President of PCKM KH Rajesh during the visit.
Sumba toy si karimam di toy bano and the kista toy todoksi machine example am oira and the stage in the past of the very sick and karimam de no making you na kunai goina ihu macha sa pam sang when the female wakal tamina nupan ha sing se punna wari sana ga wakal tamina faida isa sinarba ni sa chao singsu sa chao tonba.
The Curtain Raiser program of the Manipur Sangay Festival 2025 was held today at Kaibul Makhalaikai, organized by the Department of Tourism in collaboration with the District Administration Bishnupur and the 8th Battalion CRPF. The event began with a race from Chandpur ground to the main ground at Kaibul Makhalaikai, followed by an inaugural ceremony attended by Deputy Commissioner Srimati Pooja Elangbam, 8th Battalion CRPF Commandant Chandrasekhar and SP Bishnupur Shankar Deva, who together performed a traditional ritual offering to the Sangay idol. Officers and personnel from CRPF, Bishnupur Police, officials from various departments and local residents participated actively, reflecting strong community engagement. Cultural dance performances and a ramp walk showcasing traditional Manipuri textiles added vibrancy to the program. The Deputy Commissioner praised the 8th Battalion CRPF for their support and coordination, and the event concluded with a vote of thanks and group photo session. The program marked a spirited start to the Manipur Sangay Festival 2025, scheduled from 21 to 30 November, reinforcing efforts to promote the state's cultural heritage and tourism. 3 Taubungkhok Clubs, Apunba Club, YDC Taubungkhok Makhalaikai, TPYPA Taubungkhok Mayai, and TWC Taubungkhok Awang Laikai, along with 2 Patsoy Part 2 clubs, Pamyan Patsoy Part 2 Makhalaikai and YDO Patsoy Part 2 Mayai Laikai, and the Taubungkhok Makhalaikai Sengbat Sagat Panupi Loop jointly launched a road blockade agitation today. The IVR road connecting Taubungkhok Makha and Patsoy Part 2, spanning approximately 1.3 kilometers, business and providing access to National Highway 37 and the Imphal Airport Road remains in a dilapidated state after only initial work was undertaken and left incomplete. Locals strongly urged the concerned authorities and departments to upgrade the road to modern infrastructure standards. They also issued an ultimatum warning that failure to repair the road by 30th of this month will lead to intensified agitation by the organizations. The Sardar at 150 Unity March, nationwide initiative honoring the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, was held at War Memorial Complex, Khongchom, Kebaching in Thoubal District. MP of Rajya Sabha Leisem Basana Chauba, Deputy Commissioner Thoubal Hena Kamei, SP Thoubal Manoj Prabhakar, State Director of Mera Yuva Bharat Manipur L. Marjit Kumar, and Deputy Director Mera Yuva Bharat Thoubal W. Pauling Monsang graced the occasion as dignitaries. Speaking on the sideline of the Unity March, MP Leisem Basana Chauba exhorted the youths to emulate the principles of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He also emphasized the vital role youth play in building a united and stronger India. The grand opening of the new branch of SBI Office of New Secretariat, Mantripukri, was held in presence of Commissioner Finance Government of Manipur N. Ashok Kumar. It may be mentioned that the new branch office was inaugurated virtually by Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs Government of India Nirmala Sitharaman on November 14, 2025. SBI Regional Manager, Regional Office, Imphal East, Lokho Peter, SBI Regional Manager, Regional Business Office, Imphal West, Kumukcham Okentro, SBI senior officials and high-ranking officials of the government too attended the grand opening ceremony. Addressing the gathering, Commissioner Finance Government of Manipur N. Ashok Kumar highlighted that the new Secretariat Mantripukri SBI branch is one of the 69 fresh branches of SBI which was virtually inaugurated by Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs Government of India Nirmala Sitharaman on November 14. The branch was officially handed over to the people today, he said. On the other hand, N. Ashok Kumar stressed the need of the bank officials to hold wide awareness on prevention of online banking fraud. Two-day capacity building workshop on innovation, design and entrepreneurship (CBWIDE) organized by NIT Manipur kicked off at Hotel Imphal by the Classic. The program was held under the aegis of Ministry of Education Cell, Government of India, Vice Chancellor DM University, Professor W. Chand Babu, Registrar of NIT Manipur, Professor K.H. Tomba, Coordinator of AICTE, Ministry of Education, Innovation Cell, Officer in Charge Mayur Boycott, and Associate Professor, NIT Manipur, CBDE Coordinator, Dr. Ngangbam Rameji, graced the occasion as the main guests. Speaking on the occasion, Registrar of NIT Manipur, Professor K.H. Tomba, mentioned that to promote entrepreneurship, training is being given to heads and officers of schools on entrepreneurship, innovation and design, enabling them to nurture innovative ideas in students.
Entrepreneurship entrepreneur good and services market factor production labor force capitals organizational capability entrepreneurial activities entrepreneurs training NIT Institute of National Importance training expert ministry training schools
Security forces, in collaboration with Kangpokpi Forest Division, destroyed poppy plants cultivated over a total area of approximately 53 acres across 6 locations of Phailenkot Makhan Hill Ranges under Kobru Reserve Forest Area under Gamnom Saparmaina Police Station in Kangpokpi District. 7 farm huts and 35 packets of salt found at the sites were destroyed during the operation. The High Court of Manipur heard a PIL filed by R.K. Paul, a social worker from Oklong Meriam, alleging major irregularities in JJM and NDB-funded rural water supply projects in Senapati district. The petition claims that despite large funds being sanctioned and official dashboard entries showing near 100% tap coverage, many villages still face acute water scarcity. The PIL alleges that several works remain unexecuted, reservoirs are unused, pipelines are missing, and substandard materials such as rubber pipes and plastic tabs were supplied in violation of DPR norms. It also raises concerns of possible fund diversion and manipulation of records. Villages such as Oklong Meriram, Rajaimai Makuilongdi and the Oklong NDB project area were cited as examples of serious deficiencies. A division bench led by the Chief Justice and Justice Ahanthim Bimol disposed of the PIL with directions to the Secretary Ph.E.D. to review the petitioner's representation, carry out field inspections, and submit a reasoned response within 12 weeks, no later than March 12, 2026, adding that the petitioner may approach the court again if dissatisfied with the response. The Sarda Hills Autonomous District Council SHADC Kangpokpi, in coordination with the district administration, today launched a pilot public parking and traffic management system across Kangpokpi district headquarters to streamline traffic flow and enhance public safety. Implemented under the Manipur Hill Areas District Councils Act 1971 and its amendments, the initiative involves the District Police, District Transport Office and SHADC for enforcement, monitoring and coordination. The system features designated parking zones, clear signboards, a ticketing mechanism, and measures to improve pedestrian safety and prevent roadside obstructions. Deputy Commissioner Mahesh Chaudhary, who inaugurated the system at Uptown Kangpokpi Bazaar, urged residents, shopkeepers, transport operators, and vehicle owners to cooperate fully, calling the initiative vital for safer, more orderly public spaces. ADC ATM and Sokongam Baite and CEO SHADC James Daujapao Halkib emphasized the system's public-centric focus to reduce congestion, prevent accidents, and ensure disciplined vehicular movement with strict enforcement, including fines, planned after the pilot phase. Local civil bodies also participated, marking a key step toward transforming Kangpokpi into a commuter-friendly town. The third edition of Senapati District Veteran Football Tournament kicked off at AstroTurf Ground Senapati on Thursday. The event was organized by the Senapati District Veteran Football Association SDVFA in collaboration with the Senapati District Olympic Association Manipur SDOAM. The event will culminate on December 3. The inaugural ceremony was graced by SDPO Mao M. James Thangal as the inaugural guest. In his welcome address, A. Karang, president of the Senapati District Veteran Football Association SDVFA, expressed gratitude to participants and spectators for supporting the third edition of the District Veteran Football Tournament, highlighting the association's motto, aging gracefully with good health, which encourages staying physically strong and fit. Speaking as the inaugural guest, M. James Thangal praised the organizing committee for their dedication and hard work and extended heartfelt respect to the veteran players, describing them as legends whose skill and passion for football inspire younger generations and celebrate the spirit of athleticism. 16 teams are participating in the tournament. Before we close, a quick glance at the headlines. Kokomi launch agitation at Haptakang Jegung ahead of Sangay Festival set to begin tomorrow. Internally displaced persons stage-wide sit-in protest will call to boycott Sangay Festival. RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat arrives in Imphal on 3-day visit. With this, we enter today's news in English. Thank you for joining us.